Recently, I went over how to make an absolutely god-awful cup of tea as a joke. Now we're going to show you how to make an actually good cup of tea, because that's also important knowledge. First, let's go over what you're going to need. You're going to need something to heat water with. A kettle is optimal. A saucepan is okay. Never use a microwave. It's awful, and it heats it unevenly, and it messes with all sorts of things. You're going to need a mug. You're going to need milk. I have soy milk because I cannot drink regular milk. Use normal milk. It's better. You're going to want black tea. I prefer this brand. Use whatever brand you like. And you're going to want sugar. Again, cubes are better, but the last time I saw sugar cubes was in a TV show from like the 80s or 70s, so good luck with that. Tap water is okay as long as it's filtered. What you don't want to do is use hard water, because there are gonna be things in the water and they're gonna mess with it. We're using an induction cooktop because gas is expensive. And I will see you guys. You're gonna heat this up until it's boiling, so about there. Come on. There we go. You want to heat this up to about boiling. And I will see you guys when it's going. As a side note, while this boils, remember, don't use water that has already been boiled. I don't know in what situation you would do this, but if you're boiling your water, make sure it's being boiled for the first time. Don't come out here and reuse your boiled water. Get fresh water. Make sure it's filtered. Our house has filters, so this is good. Make sure to boil your water only once and not twice, because it messes with some things. Editor Kirk here with a quick science break. I keep saying this phrase without actually explaining what I mean, so I figured I would go over it real quick. Water has both oxygen and carbon dioxide dissolved in it at all times, unless you're in space. And those affect the flavor of the water. This is why seltzer water tastes acidic. It's the carbon dioxide dissolved into the water. These gases dissolved in your water affect how your tea tastes, and when you heat the water, some of this gas is released. When you boil your water a second time or microwave it, more of that gas is removed than if you just did it once in like a kettle, and the tea comes out with a different acidity and tastes different. I also brought up not using hard water. This is because hard water is water with impurities like sodium bicarbonate and a few other things like calcium and all sorts of impurities. All of these have a flavor, and they affect your tea. By using softened or filtered, or both, water, those contaminants are removed and you're left with a nice, clean cup of tea, which, as a bonus, won't leave as many rings in your cup at the bottom once it's done. Okay. Our water is boiling. You want to put your bag in, your tea bag, in your mug. And turn this off. This is very dangerous. But we're gonna just pour water into your teacup directly onto the bag and let that steep for 4 to 5 minutes. I'll see you when this is boiling. Side note, look how well I poured. Barely any on the counter. That's pretty impressive given that I just poured water out of a pot or a saucepan into a mug. Once your tea has steeped, you're going to want to take the bag out, and some people, you squeeze it once very gently or it'll become bitter. You take your tea bag out and you discard it. And then you're going to want to add just a little bit of milk. Oh my goodness, this is hard to open. Just a splash. There's an optimal color that I don't have words for. everyone uses a different amount of milk. That shows up like too much. It's a lot darker in the real world, I promise. And then you're going to want to add anywhere between, for us uncivilized Americans, 1 to 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm going to go with 2 because I like sugar. For those of you who use the vastly superior metric system, that's 5 to 10 milliliters of sugar. You can also do no sugar. It's your drink. You want to stir that up. Oh, it splashed some. There's your good cup of tea. Some people eat it with, like, a scone or a crumpets. There's all sorts of little bread things. There are some cakes. I have none of those because those are expensive. I'm sure I'll make a video on how to make a crumpet or something at some point. This is your tea. Drink it, enjoy it. Don't eat it with French bread. I feel like that's a crime for an obvious reason.